everybody, it's DasPishWrangler here, and welcome back to Sagebrush. We're going to be continuing onward, maybe, if I can figure out what I'm doing. Okay. Alright, last we found a pair of bolt cutters, so we can go over here and we can cut the chains off this trailer. I think is what we're supposed to do. I'm hoping that's what we're supposed to do. Alright. Oh! Read printout. Transmit code XV768. Encryption code 30686. Compromise need. Do not record frontal raid. Armed mill grade. Oh, God. I don't know. That might end up being important. I'm going to write it down. I doubt it, but it could. Note from Lillian. I changed my lock like you suggested. Left a copy of the new key under the tree and near the fire pit. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be useful for that. And whose key am I? Note from Lillian. Okay, so I should be able to get into Lillian's trailer after this. Father James Israel born Donald McKendrick. Born Idaho, early 50s, unclear. Vietnam vet, honorably discharged in the 1970s due to shrapnel injury. Born again in late 70s. Criminal record includes larceny, drug possession, vagrancy. Married to Anna McKendrick. Signs of amphetamine addiction. Receives visions from an angel named Sorrel starting in 1986. Left former church and founded Perfect Heaven with wife. Purchased Black Sage Ranch in 1991. She was born in Oregon, not much known, worked as a secretary for heating and cooling company for years, met Donald/James through church, married in 1981, completely loyal to husband, primary recruiter for the group. Andrew was born, recruited in Houston, owned a small farm, runs for the group, frequently writes to his brother in El Paso. And then Viola, mid-30s, from Albuquerque, 2 children, Juliet, 11, and Lucas, 9. Recently divorced from her husband, claims frequent abuse, frequent consort of Father James. Leonard Vanderoff, former police officer, National Guard, military training, discharged due to drug addiction. James promised to help get clean. Seems to have worked for a little while. Access to weapons, trains group members in arms and tactics, often has alcohol in his breath. Relapse, possibly dangerous. Lillian Carter, early 20s, born in San Diego, 1972, recent college graduate, some useless degree, depressed, troubling finding a job, often goes to rectory for alternative cleansing with other women, seems to have more doubts than some others, reach out to her. Okay, so Peyton possibly was figuring out what was going on, or whoever they locked in here in Peyton's trailer is figuring out what was going on. I should be the only places I can open. Yeah, so Lillian's key is by the fire pit. I also have my burb of protection behind me again to keep me safe during our scary games. Okay, let's see. I think it's over here. Yeah, it was under this tree. Okay, so use that. You dig into the mound and sift through the loose dirt, finding a small brass key inside. Okay. So back to Lillian's trailer. Lillian's is right on the corner, I feel like. Right on the edge. Is this it? No, it's gotta be this one. Right? Maybe? Nope, that's Julie and Ellie's. Lillian's, okay. You've unlocked the door. Okay. Maybe if I can get in here. There's another key. Ooh, cleansing room key. Let's turn on the light. Okay. Read pamphlet? Maybe? Okay. Are you in a cult? It's a scary question, but an important one. Spiritual fulfillment and community involvement are important aspects of a healthy life, but it is possible for these to take a deeply unhealthy and even dangerous forms. If you're reading this, someone who cares about you is concerned about your well-being. The group displays excessively zealot and unquestioning commitment to its leader, whether he is alive or dead, regardless of his belief system, ideology, and practices the truth as law. Questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged or even punished. Mind-altering practices such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongues, denunciation sessions, and debilitation work routines are used in excess to and serve to suppress doubts about the group and its leaders. Leadership dictates sometimes in great detail how members should think, act, and feel. For example, members must get permission to date, change jobs, marry, or leaders prescribe what types of clothing to wear, where to live, whether or not to have children, how to discipline children, and so forth. The group is elitist, claiming a special exalted status for its leaders, itself and its leaders. And members, for example, the leader is considered the Messiah, a special being, an avatar, or the group of the leader is on a special mission to save humanity. And that's just more about cults. I'll go slow so you guys can pause and read if you want. I just don't want to read all this because it's just a cult pamphlet. Okay. Read note to Lillian. I know you are beginning to doubt, and you're right to do so. Father James is not what he says he is. If you want to talk more, hang around after evening prayer. I'll linger too. I can help. You're not alone. I'm putting my trust in you with this. How can the absolute truth change so rapidly? First, the doctrination of cleansing, which was immutable and unavoidable, pain as currency, etc., etc. Then the doctrination of alternate cleansing, which seemed to change the rules against extramarital sex and polygamy, but only in the service of a clean body. Now, Father James has received another revelation, which he pronounced privately to only a few of us women. It's not written down, it hasn't been added to the book of Cyril, and it contradicts previous doctrine. Father says that the Lord has brought a deceiver into our midst in order to test the strength of our faith. We must be ready to prove our dedication to the flock, like Abraham with his son Isaac, we must be ready to sacrifice our notion of what is moral in order to serve the greater cause. Is this God's plan for us to use our bodies as tools? Why doesn't this feel right? So he's having a murder. He's sleeping with all the women and saying it's holy, and he's just a nut job, evidently. Lillian, a member of the flock who will not be named happened upon one of the books you purchased while on a trip into town. While reading non-church materials is not strictly prohibited, I must caution you against consuming too much, if any, secular material. Godliness worldview is powerful, poisonous, with its promises of pleasure without consequence and freedom from rules. But here you know the true freedom, freedom from sin, freedom from damnation, and the true pleasure of God's love. Consider this a friendly warning. I want the best for you, my sister. And if it becomes clear that you are reading and compromising your faith, we may have to change the rules in order to protect you as well as the rest of the flock. Father. So that's Father James. Read the note from Viola. Lillian, forgive me if I'm speaking too freely, but I care deeply about you, and I worry that you are having doubts about the Father and his teachings. You are young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from, believe me, but as someone with a lot more experience, let me tell you that you have nothing to doubt. Father James is a prophet of the Lord. He speaks the true word. If you need proof, just look at his prophecies. They have come true. But more than that, if you pray and listen quietly, you're following his slow teachings. I'm here for you if you need to talk. I feel like we read that already. Did she just send that to everybody? Okay.
He risked his life coming to me. Somehow he could tell that I was wavering. I'm still not sure how. He was from the FBI, he said, and he was here to investigate the group as a cult. When he said that word, I told him to go to hell. I almost went right to Father James. But I didn't. He left me a pamphlet that talked about the signs of a dangerous cult. At first I refused to read it. What was the point? How could that have anything to do with our group? But I did read it, and even though my entire brain was screaming at me, I went back to him.
Okay, so this girl is catching on to the fact that it is a cult. Okay, so what key did I pick up? Was it the rectory or no, it was the cleansing room. Was it the cleansing room key I just picked up? A black key with an alchemical symbol for blood etched into it. So I think that is the rectory key. I think is. Quit taking pictures. Okay, so I think it's the rectory key. Or no, the cleansing room key is what he said. We already went into the rectory. So the cleansing room was the one by the farm. The one with the blood on it. Okay. So we need to go this way. See, I'm still not 100% sure. I don't think anything's gonna attack me and kill me, but I could be completely wrong. Okay, I think it's this door. You unlocked, yep. Okay. Sin is thy debt, pain thy currency. Ooh. Examine altar. An old blackened blood has seeped into the cracks of the altar. Pick up the bloody axe. Sure! That sounds safe. Guidelines for cleansing. Improper thoughts, lust. 3 cuts with small blade. Improper thoughts, doubt. 5 cuts with small blade. Stealing, 1 finger or 1 hand depending on the item's value. Sloth, 2 lashes from the whip. Taking the Lord or Father James' name in vain, 5 cuts, large blade. Murder, rape, adultery, the violating part, hand, genitals, eyes. Oh! Could I just have opened that the whole time? Okay. Is that not on? Oh, that is on. Okay. Ugh. Good, a key. Key to the mines. Great. The Book of Cyril. And yet the Lord, in his infinite love and compassion, has not forsaken those who have forsaken him. No man without doubt of caught of skin. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Just more crap from the religious leader. Yeah, nothing too crazy. You guys can read it if you want. Figured it would let me use that, but evidently not. Okay.
He called it the cleansing room, where we would exchange pain in this realm for forgiveness in the next. We'd all gather in front of the altar, and one by one we would declare our sins to the flock, each of us given penance to perform in front of the others. Bloodletting, self-flagellation, I saw men break their own bones and women cut off a finger that had caused them to sin. It was true devotion, and it was terrifying and wonderful to see.
Ugh. Ooh. Okay, I can't do nothing with that. Can I come in here? There's a chain? Okay, so just light. Can I use the bolt cutters on here? Maybe this? No, okay. Okay. I think that's everything here. Okay, so we're going to the mines. We got a key to the mines. Sure. I don't even want to know what's in the mines. Everything I found everywhere else. Ooh. Ooh. Nope. Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. Ooh, no, 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 no. I'm gonna get killed. It's gonna be like a psycho still waiting down here or something. Okay, the generator? Generator? Yes. Turn on generator. I have the generator key. See how the key labeled generator is useful? Okay. Like a hidden one on the other side? Okay, well. We'll find the key for that, I guess. Not that way, we won't. Oof. Oof. Keep going. Okay. How am I supposed to move this? I'm gonna have to move it somehow, okay. Hit it with the axe? Nope. Hit it with the shovel? Nope. Okay, something's gonna have to give here. Let's check this way. Maybe there's something this way I can use. Maybe? Okay. Oh, great. Military rifles. Protecting the flock. Do I need to oil the tracks or something? Maybe? Just more weapons and pamphlets. Did I come? I didn't come from this way. So it looks like down here is where they did the training. Which, I mean, I guess in some isolated areas that'd be possible to do. It's just, it's always baffled me how this stuff can go on and it takes them so long to figure it out. I did not close these. Either the oil's gonna work on the track or the oil's gonna work on the generator. One of the two. You eked out the remaining oil from the can out of the rusting wheels. There we go. Examine the wood boards. Sure, let's hit those with the axe. You hack away with the axe until the boards fall away, revealing an open space behind. Oh! Oh shit, that scared me. Okay, pick up the gas can. A decomposing body curled in the fetal position. You reach out to touch it and a note falls from the corpse's pocket. Wonder who that was. L, I got your delivery and I made a copy of the key of James's room last night, but I think Andrew noticed. He was acting suspicious. I'm going to hide the copy somewhere we both have access to it. In case something happens, look in the southwest corner of the cornfields. You'll find it. Okay, southwest corner of the cornfields.
I think it might have been my fault they found Peyton. We were seen together too often, maybe. But how would they know? Maybe they saw the pamphlet? I don't know. I don't know, but I can't shake the feeling that it's my fault. It doesn't matter. They found him. They told us he had decided to leave the flock. I didn't believe them, but I didn't ask any questions. After that, we moved on. It was like he had never been there at all. It scared me, but instead of trying to get away, I just let myself fall deeper in. I did my best to shut out any doubts. It was easier that way.
Okay, so they killed him. So maybe I have to use the gas on the generator. Am I lost? I am lost. Can I go back up or do I need to? I probably have to activate the generator. I would think. You empty the last of the gas can of the generator and press ignition. The generator coughs and sputters but starts up. Okay. I'm guessing I had to do that for that to start. Or for me to be able to get back up. Just go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. Now that it's lit up. I don't think I did. I doubt it. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Don't think I missed anything too important. Okay, so the southwest corner of the cornfield. I don't remember which way the sun set. I don't remember. I think it was over there. I don't know though. Let's just check the corners of the cornfield. Nothing, something. Haha. You dig into the mound and sift through the loose dirt, finding a small brass key. Okay, so that was the key to the room in the rectory, if I'm not mistaken. So that should open the rectory, which is up there. And then we'll probably find the key for the chapel in the rectory. If I can find my way out of here. Okay, there's that. So the rectory's got to be over in that direction somewhere. I think I see it in the distance. Okay, so he killed Peyton. Or one of them did anyway. Who I guess was with the FBI? All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. Not sure what this is supposed to be, honestly. Oh. Examine altar. Another altar, also bathed in red light, sitting under a wall of religious imagery. Reprint of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. A painting depicting Christ's dead body being removed from the cross, or whatever. The painting shows that's the James dude. Father James's bed, messy, covered in thick woolen sheets that have held in years of must. A stack of old nudie mags, ranging from pretty tame to seriously perverted, tucked away under the bed as if it's a 12-year-old's bedroom. It's another padlock, I'm assuming. Probably gonna get the... Okay, I'll probably get the key from the video. Examine shoebox. A shoebox stuffed with baggies of white powder and a glass pipe blackened to the end. Oh, good. So drugs, too. The drugs. Finally slept last night, spoke with the devil. He came to the foot of my bed to bargain for the safety of the flock. But lo, I outsmarted him, begged me to stop my crusade, and I spat in his face. Spat in the devil's face, and he shriveled away. Sin has physical mass. I have measured it in experiments, and have determined that the mathematical formula for determining a person's sin, weighed not invisible to the naked eye, requires a special weighing device attuned to divine wavelengths. Will build and test all flock to ensure cleanliness, especially Lillian, Juliet, and Leonard. Intended to wait for Juliet to come of age for alternative cleansing, but came across rabbinic text citing consummation of marriage as young as 3 years, and one day I will pray and wait for the answer. Oh my God. Dream notes. A great winged Leviathan emerges from the clouds, speaking in radio waves, surrounded by angels. Leviathan spoke of deceiver closing in, bringing unclean evil to the flock, infecting them with doubt, and opening our gates to the outside world. Angels flew into the Leviathan's mouth and lit his tongue on fire. Breathed flames, exploded outwards, and engulfed the world in my dream. I understand, Lord. Oh. Let's see what's on the tape.
My flock, I have wonderful news. No. My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Some of you may be afraid. And no. My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Be not afraid. This is the day we have been working towards all this time. The focal point of all history. The end point of all creation. I have seen the signs. I have heard the word of the Lord. I speak the word of the Lord. I am the word of the Lord. That's good there.
So I'm hoping that the code comes up some point.
3569.
3569.
Damn it.
3569.
3568.
3568. No.
And what's the code for the damn safe? 4.
3964. 3564. I misheard. 3 5 6 4. Okay. What's that? Praise be to the Lord. Our temple has been revealed. Angels of the Lord have revealed specifications for our temple. The temple of the prophet shall be a sacred space reserved only for Father James and his chosen to further pursue the revelations and closeness to the Lord. The temple will contain a single king-size bed, food enough for 2 people, for 200 days, full copies of my scripture, weapons, and ammunition. The measurements, which shall be followed exactly, are as follows. The second page of the diagram, what will become the chapel, as well as what appears to be a tunnel leading out of the back room. The third page appears to have been torn off, judging by the scrap of paper stuck to the staple. So pick up the seal. You have the seal now. No more excuses. It's time to head to the chapel and face the past. Woo! So are we the little girl? We have to be the little girl, right? She wasn't paying attention. Place the seal on the door and hear a click somewhere inside the mechanism. Oh God!
Don't be afraid. There's no need to be afraid.
Oh
We
my
must go
God.
through the flames, but the flames will not hurt us. Not our true selves, our spiritual selves. I know His will, and it's time. This world is molded in filth. It's too far gone. They sent demons to test our resolve. They expected us to give up the fight, but here, today, we prove to all of them that we never gave up. Our faith never wavered. Today, we take our place at the foot of the throne of the Lord. Here now, we'll dull the bodies a little. There's no need for it to hurt. Here, drink this. Drink this. Pass these around. Things will go a little fuzzy, but then the flames will take us, and we will join our Lord in his heaven, will be by his side forever, where we belong. Amen. Boy, I love each and every one of you so much. God bless.
That's when they locked the doors, and then Andrew and Leonard started soaking rags in lighter fluid while I started handing out the cups. Little paper cups full of crushed up Quaaludes mixed with lemonade. Father kept preaching as we drank. They lit the rags and put them around the outer walls. Everything caught so quickly. Soon everything was on fire, and people just sat down in it. Let it take them. Something clicked. I don't know what. I needed to get out. I didn't want to die. I remembered Father's temple, and I ran.
So she ran out at least. So it won't let me use it again. Okay, once it's used, it's used. Okay, so something I'm about to get is for this. Do you remember? Do you remember how you survived? Why don't you want to remember? You know why. When the time came you couldn't face the Lord, your doubt had eaten away at you. You didn't join them in their glorious death, but your doubt, neither did you save them. You're a coward. Oh, okay, that's scary. So I wonder if he left too. I'm gonna go down here and find somebody. I know it. Another altar also bathed in red light, sitting under a wall of religious imagery. A reprint of an etching of the four horsemen, so it's the same ones over again. Covers are still rustled from the few nights you spent here. Bookshelf is full of fringe religious texts and several copies of Father James's works. In one lower corner tucked away, there's a stack of comic books. Okay, so I feel like I should probably just go ahead and listen to this.
The door shut behind me and everything was dark and completely silent, as if the burning chapel and all the people dying behind me didn't exist. The drugs took over then, and it was all I could do to crawl into bed before I passed out.
So that's how she survived. More guns, I'm assuming. Yeah. This refrigerator is full of spoiled food. It fills the room as you open the door. Oh, good. There's further down. Oh. And my flashlight doesn't work anymore.
started the fire? Ma'am, I know you've been through a lot, but we need your cooperation to piece all of this together. Who started the fire?
Pretty much everyone. Father James was the first blame, but the others helped it spread.
So they weren't coerced?
No. They were weeping with joy. People were singing.
And you? What did you do? Now?
I ran. Got the hell out of there. So this is nothing? Nothing's gonna happen here? Okay, it's fine. So that's getting brighter every time I pass it.
Honey, you're being quiet.
I don't know what to say.
It's just... Lillian, was it something you did?
Dad,
I just don't understand how you could run off and join some insane cult.
I don't know, Dad. I don't know.
You're a smart girl. What were you thinking? Lillian, the things I've heard on the news... Where are you going?
Oh shit. Oh, getting creepier and creepier as I go. Are they using more paintings? Yeah, it's more paintings. Just keep popping up. I can't even see what's going on anymore.
So, Lillian, have you been having any more thoughts since your last attempt?
All the time.
It seems as if you almost regret surviving the fire.
I don't know. I don't. It's so confusing. I didn't want to die, but I feel like I let them all down.
Let them down because you didn't save them, or because you didn't die with them?
I don't know anymore.
Well, listen to me. No matter what, you deserve to live. I promise you. Lillian, you deserve to live.
I need to go. I can't do this right now. I can't.
So am I just like going through my own hell right now? I feel like that's what's going on. Okay, same altar. Yep. Oh god.
I'm sure you don't want to hear me ramble about mechanical engineering for another 20 minutes. Tell me more about you. You studied communications, right? What kind of job does that get you?
Well, right off the bat, not much. I couldn't find work, so I ended up backpacking through Europe for a year after college.
Oh, cool. I've always wanted to do something like that. I bet it was amazing.
Yeah, it was super fulfilling to see all those different ways of life. Really eye-opening. God, that was a long time ago.
Man, I'm jealous. I jumped right into work after school. Working 80 hours? You know how it is. Just expected to devote everything to it. It's like a religion. It took me a while to see how messed up it was.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So now she's lying to people. Well, I mean, I don't really blame her. God, I don't think I'd necessarily tell somebody that on a first date either.
You have one unheard message. First unheard message sent yesterday at 7:15 p.m.
Lil, is everything all right? I've been trying to get a hold of you all day. Please pick up. I'm worried about you. Okay, just call me back. Love you.
End of message. To delete this message, press 7. Message deleted.
Okay. Do I need to go back the other way? There's not a door here. Oh, okay. Is that just her way of coming to terms with everything? Everything looks burnt now. Oh, yeah. I was wondering why the church didn't look damaged.
I remember now. I tried not to. I thought I could move on. Pretend it hadn't happened. But here it is. I'm looking at it. I was here. We were all here. And now it's just me.
Oh, Lil, Jesus, there you are. I've been trying to get a hold of you for hours. Where are you?
I had to take care of something.
Look, are you okay? I was getting worried.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm heading home now. Tim, there's some things I need to tell you. I met Anne first, waiting for the bus. Normally, I avoid talking to just about anybody, but she struck up the conversation. She was so pleasant, so confident. She smiled at me as if she had known me as a kid and we were just catching up after all these years. She told me she could tell I had a hole in my life. She knew what that was like, she said. She had also had a hole, but it was gone now. I asked her what she was selling, and she laughed and said nothing at all. That what she had to offer was free for anyone who wanted it bad enough. I asked her what had helped her. She just said, James.
Okay, alright, well, so that was Sagebrush. That was actually a pretty good game. It had some really deep topics to it, but overall it was a pretty good game. I wasn't expecting it to be that long, really, but it was pretty good. Alright, if you guys liked it, please like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have a great day.